Female, 23. Occupation, office clerk. Poses a threat to the dynasty. Neutralized.
So he's killing the Crimson Moon descendants.
Male, 40. Occupation,
40?
teacher. Poses a threat to the dynasty.
Even a child?
Female, 16. Occupation, none. Poses a threat to the dynasty.
Damn.
Female, 13. Poses a threat to the dynasty.
Oh my god,
Male,
it's getting
11.
younger and younger.
Occupation
Still poses a threat to the dynasty.
Neutralized.
That's fucked up. So y'all are just killing children now.
It was a close call, but we got the iridescent moon's marrow and restored Tholindis' strength. And that's all that matters.
We're lacking...
In other words, mission accomplished. Paimon wonders how everyone else is doing.
We're still lacking the eternal moon.
Oh, do you think the others are making good progress? Hope it's all going smoothly. Oh, hey look! They made it back as well! Vince, Lama! How did it all go?
All is well, thank you. Nefer and Yehuda had to stay at the curatorium to wrap things up.
They're still
so
wrapping
they won't be joining
things
us
up.
for now.
I ran into Miss Nefa and Miss Aino on the way back. Their work is still in progress, so I suspect they won't be back for a while either.
You seem rather cheerful today, Mr. Flint's.
I certainly am. I achieved what I set out to do and came away with more than I bargained for.
What do you mean? What did you do?
Fighting alone can get quite tedious, but I had the good fortune to run into a pair of brave young warriors.
We meet again. How have you been?
Albedo! What are you doing here?
What the? This is not how I expect to like meet them in Nod-Krai, but I'm not complaining. I'm guessing here to see Varka.
That would be a natural assumption to make. It's also the correct one.
These two courageously
And
lent me a
who's
hand.
this boy behind you?
When they told me they were Sir Varka's colleagues, it all made sense. And given how people of outstanding talent tend to cross paths, it's no wonder you're already acquainted.
Yeah.
So, who's your travel buddy, Albedo?
Why don't you come and introduce yourself?
Not him being shy.
A gentleman of few words, I see. And a rather stern countenance. I presumed you were acquainted with him. Is that not the case?
Yeah, I already know who you are, but for the sake of the story. Wait, those horns. You must be
It's
doing.
nice to meet you again. We've technically met before.
Wait a sec! You're Minnie Durin!
That's right. It's me. I'm glad to see you again.
By the way,
He looks so
he
cute.
says it's okay if you drop the mini.
Yeah, I'm not as mini as I used to be.
Interesting, isn't it? The first step towards blending into human society appears to be reflecting on whether one's name really reflects who they are.
Wow.
Oh, you look so different! In a good way, of course.
Looking
It's great to see you
good.
looking so healthy.
Thank you, Paimon. And although you're as mini as ever, I understand that diminutives don't always convey endearment. I'll be sure to simply call you Paimon as a sign of my great respect for you.
Wow, you're such a smooth talker now. Paimon could get used to this. From now on, you may refer to her as your esteemed guide, Paimon.
Little Paimon is pretty tiny after all.
Personally, I think our little Paimon is the perfect size. When people call her Little Paimon, it's just because she's so adorable that they can't help themselves. If that's not
I
a
can't
sign
even
of
deny that.
endearment,
She
what
is adorable, but she can be
You're
annoying
absolutely
sometimes.
right,
So
Miss Lama.
don't compliment her too much
My
because
brother still
it
has a
gets in
long
her
road
head
ahead
and
of
it
him
makes
when
her
it comes to
ego
understanding human
incredibly
relationships.
inflated.
Anyway, speaking of long journeys, didn't Columbina, leave with you? How come she isn't back yet?
She's been catching up with old friends. Wouldn't be surprised if she stopped for a cup of tea or 10 on the way back. Uh-oh. People are talking about me. Hope it's nothing negative.
She seems like she's in better spirits than before after meeting her old colleagues.
Judging from your expressions, I'm guessing it all went well?
Yes, it
It's
did.
getting crowded here. I'll go grab some chairs.
We've got chairs inside
No
the
need.
fucking base.
This is a job for an alchemist. I'll whip some up momentarily.
Thank you for your hospitality, ladies and gentlemen, but I was merely escorting my friends back. I'll be meeting Zendrone shortly, as we still have some things to discuss. It's been a pleasure, everyone. But this is where I'll say goodbye.
Aww.
We really appreciate your help.
Thanks for standing by us,
Come on.
Arlecchino. She helped
Spare
a
the
lot.
formalities. I'm just
Father.
glad I could help out some true friends.
Yay!
I understand. Well, bye for now, Harlequino.
Oh, this place is hopping. It's probably a good thing one of us left. Otherwise, we might not fit all these people in.
Are you saying we're about to run out of chairs?
As a matter of fact, I am. Come on in and see for yourself.
What are you doing here, Dainsleif? More and more people are showing
I overheard
up,
your little
and I'm not
chit-chat
complaining,
outside,
but
by the way, with Miss Columbina's colleague gone, we should be back to the original crew plus the other colleagues I brought in. Though it looks like we have another new face. Someone else managed to rope in a colleague too?
he might be here for us.
Frankly, you and Paimon are the only people I know here.
This here is Dainsleif, colleague of Tibet's greatest guide, Paimon, and greatest adventurer, the Traveler. Well, not exactly colleagues, more sort of friends.
Yes.
When someone else jumps in to do the announcing, you know you're speaking to someone important.
Let's hear what he has to say.
Note to self. Once Paimon knows your name, the rest of the world will soon follow.
Yeah.
When he comes looking
Well, I mean,
for
you
us,
didn't really
it's
like
usually
do a good
something
job trying to
important.
stay low key.
Paimon's guessing you've heard about the Wild Hunt, then.
From the looks of it, you're about to hold a meeting. If I were to say that the Wild Hunt is our mutual enemy, would that earn me a seat at the table?
As the saying goes, the enemy of my enemy is my friend. Mr. Dainsleif, there's a seat with your name on it. Though, I can't promise the same for everyone else. Hey, Albedo, think you can rustle up a couple more chairs?
After all this time apart, Grandmaster Varka's first order is to rustle up a couple more chairs. I've missed this.
Is he being sarcastic?
Hey, he's your brother. Why are you asking us?
I've still got a lot to learn about the nuances of human conversation. Trying to decipher Albedo's way of speaking has been like jumping in at the deep end.
I get it. Since
Oh,
he's yeah.
good point. Paimon gets you now. Don't sweat it. There are people who go their whole lives without getting the hang of it. You're ahead of the game already.
Look at you, Paimon, expert in the art of encouragement. What the fuck? I'm crying.
I wonder what's taking Nefer so long.
Perhaps you should go and check in with her. If anyone can hurry her along, it's you.
I just got back from the curatorium. Besides, aren't you curious to see what's taking her so long?
Miss Nefer doesn't strike me as the type to share secrets. And since gathering intel is her specialty, I'm guessing she'd prefer to keep her methods confidential. Under such circumstances, would it not be tactless for me to impose?
Oh, but it's fine for me to impose.
They're like
What can
trying
I
to
say?
pass
You
along
have
their
an
tasks.
unrivaled ability to garner people's affection, Miss Moonchanter. Besides, you have far more in common with her than I do.
All right then.
Impressive. She barely fought back at all. I admire your powers of persuasion, my friend.
Bruh.
As I'm sure Miss Lauma will realize soon enough, the trick in life is to always pitch in with other people's responsibilities so that you can be selective with your own.
Another trick is to simply hide in the background.
Spoken like a true sage.
Okay, enough.
Anyway,
Thank
looks
you.
like we've got some time to kill before the meeting. Let's take a little breather, folks. And feel free to chat amongst yourselves. We'll get down to business once the other two arrive.
Okay. Wait, is that an Adam's apple on his neck? It is. He's got an Adam's apple. What are you guys talking about, though?
Truth be told, I can't remember the last time I was in a meeting with so many people.
You're not alone there, my friend. The Lightkeepers also struggle to bring everyone together for a serious discussion.
I don't doubt that. I've only ever met two Ratniki, one being you, and the other being that young guy, Itlua.
Itlua is a good apple. I'll give him that. He's kind, honest, and regularly delivers supplies to my lighthouse. A true Ratnik to the core. In that sense, he puts me to shame.
So you're what? A fake Ratnik? That's what it sounds like you're saying. But I get the feeling that's not quite what you meant.
That's awkward.
Come on, why the awkward silence?
Sorry. I'm not even gonna bother trying to hide it. You've known all along, haven't you, my friend?
Bruh.
Now that was an awkward silence.
Let's just keep this between ourselves. Probably best if Itlua doesn't know, huh?
That goes without saying. Gotta be careful what you share with youngsters, after all.
Anyone else in the know? Let me guess. The Traveler and Paimon?
It's dangerous being too sharp for one's own good, you know.
Then, in the name of the Animo Archon Barbados himself, I swear your secret's safe with me.
When we went for drinks, you said that you and Barbados were practically best buds. In the light of that claim, do you really expect me to take your oath seriously?
Of course. Just as long as you don't go spreading around the fact that I'm close with Barbados, all right?
Fair enough, then. Nothing like a bit of mutual leverage to seal the bonds of friendship.
Already mingling together and even sharing secrets with one another. I see. Anyway, what are you guys talking about?
You're both awfully quiet. Why don't I start us off with an icebreaker?
Much obliged.
Have either of you ever had your portrait painted? If not, I'd be glad to help.
That sounds like a lovely idea. You know how to paint, then?
I dabble occasionally.
He's an excellent painter. Tables, chairs, people, dragons, you name it. He'll paint it for you.
I'm flattered.
If I ever get the chance, I'd like to give it a try myself.
I'll bear that in mind. Anyway, how about you, Durin? What sort of portrait would you prefer?
Oh, I'd be fine with anything. Whatever style feels
Durin's
best
like
to you.
a teen.
Very well. Then I'll play it by ear.
You can replicate any style I
I like
want.
his outfit. It's so
I can
cool.
try. If you show me a sample, I'll do my best to match it.
Thank you. In that case, I'll dig up some reference material for you.
Alright, you guys have fun with your conversations.
Is there something you'd like to say to me?
That should be my line.
Starters? Why'd you just show up here without even giving us a heads up?
Yeah, let's start there.
If you think back to our previous interactions, you may recall that that's
yeah.
hardly out of character for me.
You do have a point there.
So,
Oh yeah, you'll need to find somewhere to stay the night too, right? Want to tag along with us? You never know. We might get a group discount.
Sure, let's do that.
Great! Paimon will handle it. And in return, we can get Dainslift to be our very own personal bodyguard.
shut up,
If
Paimon.
that's what you had in mind, you should have said so sooner. I'd be happy to help.
Oh, okay then. Paimon was only kidding, but good to know. Anyway, since we're all here together, we might as well watch each other's backs. That's just what friends do, right?
Indeed. Thank you.
That's it? Shouldn't we catch up? She doesn't like crowds. Girl, you had us all waiting.
Ah, Miss Nefer. You made it after all. But what about Yehoda?
I'm here to give you an update on how things are going on our end. Once this is over, I'll be heading straight back to continue my work. I left Yehoda back at the curatorium to watch over things while I'm gone.
So much for just this once.
Shh! Not so loud! We're on a roll here. What if she remembers and suddenly decides to back out?
Gee, girl, you're really moody.
Did you say something, Mr. Varka?
Huh? I didn't say anything. Right, Flints?
Bruh.
Must have been a frog. They get so noisy around here at nighttime. It's like they're putting on a concert in the background.
Anyway, before we begin, there's a few introductions to make. Let me start by saying that it's an honor to be speaking before so many distinguished colleagues and collaborators. First up, we have Miss Lauma. As Moon Chanter, she's the leader of the Frost Moon Scions, a local religious community in Nod-Krai. Then there's Miss Nefer, boss of the Curatorium of Secrets, an intel gatherer extraordinaire. Nefer is leading the investigation into Rerir's background, assisted by Yehoda and Lauma. From the little I've heard, they're making some great progress. Over here, we have Mr. Flints, a ratnik and guardian of the abandoned lighthouse. In our last operation, he courageously distracted the wild hunt to buy time for the rest of us. For those of you who've never met, this is Mr. Albedo, a renowned alchemist and captain of the Knights of Favonius investigation team. By his side is a new face for us all.
He looks
myself
so
included.
cool.
Mr. Durin, who has come to lend his aid. Next up, we have the Moon Maiden and former Fatui Harbinger, Miss Columbina. Then we have the Traveler, who's earned more titles than I could possibly hope to list out, so I'll spare you the rundown. And Paimon, the ultimate travel companion and quite possibly the best guide in all of Tevat.
Wow! That's a lot of people!
What about
Great
Dainsleif?
turnout!
Miss Nefer, it looks like you might have another job coming your way, so, congratulations on the booming business, I guess.
You think I haven't got enough on my hands as it is? Who's looking for me now?
That would be me, Miss Nefer. I have a commission for you.
And you are?
Dainsleif.
Who I am doesn't matter right now. What does matter is that I'd like you to gather more intelligence about the Rerir of Solnari.
Well, it's not as if we never take on anonymous commissions. But in your case, I'll have to decline. I'm gonna take a wild guess and say your job's probably more hassle than it's worth. Something about you seems like bad news.
Ooh.
It's my eyes, isn't it?
Conrian, I assume.
Yeah.
And what's with the mask? Are you trying to hide your identity?
Only half of his face
In
is
any
covered.
case,
Come
the fact
on.
that you're even
It doesn't
still
cover
alive
shit.
raises an awful lot of questions for me.
Ooh.
My name is
She's
Dainsleif,
very careful.
and yes, I am from Conria. As I'm sure you're aware, the Rerir of Solnari's real name is Rerir. He was once an acquaintance of mine.
Really? Then you must have been quite an influential figure yourself.
Flints.
You flatter me, but none of that matters anymore. My point was simply to clarify why I have asked Miss Nefer to investigate Rerir's background.
So you're both from Conria, and it sounds like you used to be friends? What am I missing here? Surely you already know how he became one of the Five Sinners.
Right.
I'll tell you everything I know. The history of Conria, the names and identities of the Five Sinners. I remember it all like it was yesterday. I have never spoken openly of this before, but the truth was exactly as people say. The Five Sinners were each driven by their own desires, and it was by playing upon these that the Abyss tempted them to their fall, tearing Conria apart in the process. The visionary, Vedafinir, who wished to foretell the future. The wise, Haroptatir, who sought limitless knowledge. Gold, Rhindaughter, who desired to create life. The foul, Sertologi, who pursued supreme strength. And last, but not least, Rerir of Solnari, Rerir, Ravager of the Moon. Of the five, Rerir is the only one who remains a mystery to me.
Oh?
He never harbored grand ambitions. So what changed in the space of a single night? How did he come to fall like the others?
In other words, you're saying that his change came as a shock to you, and you have no idea what actually happened?
That's right.
Whoa.
You mentioned how the Abyss tempted them, which led to their fall. But what did that look like in practice? And what other context can you give me about the events of that time? The more detail you can give me, the better.
Strangely, now that it comes to it, I hardly know where to begin. The fateful night took place during the era of the Eclipse Dynasty. One day, my elder brother, the visionary, Vedifenir, was summoned to the palace by the Vinster king, only for the king to gouge out his eyes and cast him into the dungeons. When I came to hear of this, my fury knew no bounds. I gathered together every ally I thought I had, and together, we set a night to storm the palace and free Ved. Centuries on,
Ved.
the memories of that night still haunt me, like a never-ending nightmare. We broke through the palace gates, just like we had planned, each striking towards our separate targets. But then, I was betrayed. Even Vedifenir, the very person I had come to rescue, abandoned me and partook of the Abyss's power.
So, it's personal after all.
Wait, she wore the relic
Then tell me, Mr.
that Dory
Dainsleif,
gave her.
what price are you
It's
willing
on
to
her
pay?
chest now.
You, of all people, must know that nothing comes for free.
I cannot say what price would be worthy of such a commission. But know this. Rerir was not always a madman. Believe it or not, there was a time when he was just
Yeah,
an
she would know
ordinary
because
man,
she's already peered into
working for the
his
Khamrian Intelligence
memories.
Service. Uncovering the truth of Rerir's past is the only way to unravel this mystery. But before you decide if you will accept my commission, I will tell you more about him. Enough, I hope, to help you plan your next move.
Sounds pretty good to me. Feels like we just flagged down a random passerby, only to discover he's actually a master strategist who has a score to settle with our enemy.
Come on, let's be serious. Who knew having a Kenrian friend would come this handy?
Can I borrow your halo? It could be useful in the lighthouse.
Hey, enough with the wisecracks! Besides, isn't that lamp of yours bright enough already?
Relax. It was meant to be a compliment. If that was a little over the top for your liking, I'll make sure to tone it down next time.
I'll give your proposal some serious thought, Mr. Dainsleif. Let's speak in private
It's the
once the
first
meeting's
time anyone's
over.
mentioned about
Before
Paimon's
that,
halo.
there's a few things I'd like to share.
Ooh, you recount meeting the Knave and how the iridescent moon's marrow was retrieved from the Crimson Moon's space. You make it clear that the Knave chose to help you of her own accord, but then conclude by reporting how the hearts of the three moons are finally in your hands. It is?
Now that we've united the hearts of the three moons, your power should be greatly enhanced. But it seems like that hasn't happened yet.
I believe it will take a little longer. You've done so much for me, so I want to be completely honest with you all. Even though I'm doing a lot better now, the truth is, my recovery will likely be an ongoing process. From the
God.
moment I was born, my power has been slowly ebbing away. And that is because Tevat has never accepted me. Even with the moons united as one, it seems my rejection cannot be undone. So far, I have yet to find a solution. It may turn out to be a problem that will plague me until the day I finally leave this place behind. Even so, I will do everything in my power to help you drive out the Rerir of Solnari. As Arlecchino put it, this is not about chasing the spoils of victory. It's just a gesture of heartfelt gratitude.
Kutar.
She seems a lot more energetic and positive than she did when we first met. Yeah, she literally wanted to sacrifice herself because she deemed herself was like she's not useful. So you know.
Defeating the Rerir of Solnari will be no easy task. While my strength slowly recovers, we'll also need to gather more intel.
Naturally. We should take all the help we can get if we hope to defeat him.
We've considered several viable plans now, but our choice hinges on the answers to a few key questions. Is it even possible to kill Rerir? What experiences shaped the person or monster he became? And what's he really after? Given Albedo's expertise in alchemy, I think we should leave him to try and answer the first of these questions.
Understood.
As for the other two, I'm afraid we'll have to count on you again, Miss Nefer. Believe me when I say
She's so
it's not my wish to
useful.
burden you. But right now, relying on your skills is our only option.
So you're placing all your hopes on me, huh?
Yes.
We can't thank you enough for agreeing to help us. Honestly, I can hardly believe how lucky we are.
You sure have a talent for changing your tune, Miss Moonchanter. Timid like Yehoda one moment, then flinches insincere flattery the next.
Ladies, please. I must object to your portrayal of me. That's all. Feel free to keep bickering. Just pretend I'm not here.
Shut up.
I almost don't want to leave this room. I'm curious to see how this plays out.
I have faith in you, Miss Nefer. Something tells me you'll stand by us until the very end.
Oh? And what makes you so sure of that? What if I suddenly decide that my compensation is insufficient?
This isn't about the money. I can sense that you've got a deep-seated distaste for Rerir. And knowing you, that alone is motive enough.
Look at them getting along so well. Like two peas in a pod.
Literally, like they're like
And
this.
I'm the one they accuse of insincere flattery. There is no justice.
Miss Lauma, you have to understand something. Unlike you, I don't actually enjoy having everyone's hopes on my shoulders.
Is that right? Well, maybe the fact that I'm willing to put my hopes in other people says more about me than you. But the fact is, I also trust you. And that's because I know that you're someone we can count on.
Anyway, we've got
She
our
has
plans,
no
so
choice
let's
but to
get
cave
moving.
into
Mr.
Llama's
Dainsleif, let's
advances.
Traveler,
I ship
once we're
them,
finished,
not gonna
if
lie.
you've nothing else planned, I'd like you to come with me.
This whole experience is teaching me a lot. For instance, I now know that when other issues come up in the future, I'll have far more luck getting Lauma to convince Miss Nefer than trying to do it myself.
Hate to say it, friend, but that's one of the funniest things I've heard in a while.
Why? You think I've got it wrong?
Quite the opposite. But what makes it so hilarious is how long it's taken you to realize.
Right. Nefer and Dainsleif converse intently for quite some time. From the gravity of their expressions, you can tell how heavily the next stage of the plan weighs upon them both. After a short chat, Albedo and Durin head off with Vorka on what they describe as a simple sample-finding mission. Llama steps out for a while, then comes back loaded up with emergency medicine. She tells you that, well, people rarely expect to get hurt. It's her duty to be ready when they do. You and Paimon wait patiently for Nefer, content to see how well everyone is working together. Once Nefer is finished, you follow her and Llama back to the curatorium.
Thank you for waiting.
It's okay. We actually used the time to help Dainsleif get a room at the hotel.
That's very considerate of you. Now, I trust you share my curiosity about Rerir's past, and you seem fairly familiar with Mr. Dainsleif already.
That's right, we've known each other for quite some time now.
We spoke at some length after the meeting. He was the one who suggested I should invite you to join this operation. He feels confident that these secrets will be safe with you.
Yeah,
Has a lot of
I know
faith
how
in
to
us,
keep my
that's for
mouth
sure.
shut. Thanks for your trust too, Nefer.
Likewise. I appreciate that you got right on board without interrogating me about why I invited you. It shows that you trust me to explain everything in due course.
Yep.
That's because we know what you're capable of. We appreciate you too, Nefer. You might have been forced to help in the beginning, but this time, it was your choice.
That's one way to put it. Another is this, that once a decision's been made, it's set in stone. After that, my only goal is to see it through. Alright, so here's how it is. I'm going to access Rerir's thoughts again using my confidential method. Now, I'm sure you've seen things like this before on your travels, so you're surely well aware of how dangerous it can be. The reason I've gathered you all here is to ensure my safety during the proceedings. I plan for us to enter the fragment of his consciousness together, and once inside, I will focus on searching for information. Think of this as a diving expedition into someone's brain. If I'm the diver, you are my safety equipment, tasked with keeping me alive while I'm under the surface.
Shit.
Once the ceremony begins, we will all be spying on privileged information. But in the interests of safety, you must remain absolutely silent at all times. We will discuss our observations after the ceremony has concluded. Lastly, any individuals of a weaker constitution are advised not to partake in the ceremony. In any case, Paimon has her own job to do, which requires staying in the room, but not joining the ceremony.
Well, good luck, everyone. Sounds like all Paimon can do is cross her fingers and root for you guys.
There's a little more to it than that. I was being serious when I said you have a job to do. While the rest of us are inside Rerir's mind, it's imperative that we have a team member on the outside. In the event that something goes wrong, you will be our first responder. I don't anticipate any issues, but the extra level of safety will be greatly appreciated.
I second that. This is a dangerous operation here, and you're our whole rescue team. That's pretty much the most important job in the crew.
So, Paimon's like the lifeguard? Yeah, that makes sense. All right, got it.
Good. Please, take a seat. We'll get started momentarily.
All right, I'm good to go.
All set over here, too.
I'm ready as well.
Promise, Paimon, you'll be extra careful.
Yep.
All right. Let your whole body relax. We're about to begin.
Okay.
Close your eyes. Phew. Could this be his office? Pretty standard setup. Bookshelves, paperwork, files.
The first thing she does is
According
like
to Dainsliff, Rerir
observe
used to be an intelligence operative.
Rerir's office.
Chances are there's plenty of
which is
top
pretty
secret
normal.
intel stashed away in this room. Is this where you keep your secrets, Rerir? Can't say I'm not looking forward to this. He looks even gloomier than last time. I wonder what's changed.
Today's files are in. Time to wade through them just like usual.
I'm in his point of view.
Male, 51. Occupation, cook. Confirmed Crimson Moon descendant. Has maintained frequent contact with other descendants over the past year. Poses a threat to the dynasty. Neutralized. Female, 23. Occupation, office clerk. Poses a threat to the dynasty. Neutralized.
So he's killing the Crimson Moon descendants.
Male, 40. Occupation,
40?
Teacher. Poses a threat to the dynasty.
Even a child?
Female, 16. Occupation, none. Poses a threat to the dynasty.
Damn.
Female, 13. Poses a threat to the dynasty.
Oh my god,
Male,
it's getting
11.
younger and younger.
Occupation
Still poses a threat to the dynasty.
Neutralized.
That's fucked up. So y'all are just killing children now.
Male, 6. Occupation, none.
That's
Orphan,
a child!
confirmed Crimson
A
Moon
little
descendant.
toddler.
Poses a threat to the dynasty.
It's funny, isn't it? Your job is becoming both harder and
Literally easier because like he's got to take care of these children.
Sooner or later, the Crimson Moon descendants will be completely wiped out. But as their numbers dwindle, they become harder and harder to track down.
That's not how it is.
Fortunately, however, most of the able-bodied adults have already been taken care of. The remaining
So that's what it is. They're just trying to make it seem like they're people threat to the dynasty when they just want to wipe out the whole entirety of the Crimson Moon.
My job is to ensure the survival
bloodline
of the Eclipse dynasty. And the only way to do that
Yeah, the
is by
Eclipse,
eliminating any and all potential threats. It's a perfectly legitimate line
How the
of work.
fuck is a
Every
6-year-old
single
a
one of my
threat?
colleagues can attest to my fairness. And if my friends were aware of the facts, I know they'd back me up too. Assuming, of course, that they were aware of all the facts. Mr. Vedifalnir, it's been quite some time since we last met.
Rerir, I trust you're here because you have something important to discuss.
Forgive me. I wasn't tuning out, it's just, I noticed you didn't even phrase that as a question. As if you knew I was coming. Tell me, does someone in your position ever feel the need to ask questions at all?
It is indeed within my power to foresee certain things. Things like your arrival.
I was just thinking. It won't be long before I'll be inviting both you and Dane to my wedding.
That isn't a lie, but nor is it a fact as such. It's a wish, isn't it?
No fooling a prophet, is there?
Ever since that day we met for drinks, I knew it was only a matter of time before you came looking for me.
Does it feel good? Knowing how the future will unfold.
I'm afraid the notions of good and bad fail to capture the complexity of what such a power entails. Once you've seen what will come to pass, it can be all too easy to succumb to fear and melancholy. Unless, of course, you learn to abandon these feelings. You fear my silence, and long to hear the words I left unspoken that day.
That's right.
You must have noticed my reluctance to broach the subject. And the reason is simple. Because the truth could never have lived up to your hopes. For both our sakes, such words are better left unsaid. The burden of prophecy was never meant for your shoulders.
So he already
who exactly do you deem worthy to hear your prophecies? None but our exalted king?
Or rather, our king as he once was.
You're closer to his majesty than I am. You must know better than anyone how much he's changed.
You say that as though it is to my benefit. Yet precisely because of that, I dare not speak rashly. A king can turn out to be the most virtuous of rulers, or a tyrant more terrible than the most vicious of dragons.
You are so wise and far-sighted, yet still you would have me live in fear of the unknown?
You make a fair point. Especially given my silence alone was all it took to send you spiraling downwards. Very well then. Let me offer you some advice. And I say this not as a prophet or a visionary, but simply as the brother of your friend. For many reasons, there is very little chance of your marriage ending in happiness.
You're right, he already
If
foresaw
happiness
that
is what
outcome.
You seek, you should find another fiancé.
That's very direct and fucked up. He really told Rerir, dude, Tholindis is not the one for you. Go find another fucking fiancé.
Wait. Hear me out. This time we finally got a clear look at his face and learned his true identity. His name is Rerir, and he claims to be one of the king's guards.
What did you say?
A cruel irony, isn't it? The man you're set to marry leads a double life as a brutal
We already saw
executioner.
this, okay?
Why are you telling me all of this now?
Simple. It's because I want you to kill him. If you can't bring yourself to do it,
So
be
there's
it.
more than...
Just you watch. It won't be long before calamity
There's
descends
more
upon us
to
all.
it.
The Rerir of Solnari. That really is quite a secret you've been keeping from me, Rerir. But who am I to talk? Am I really any better? I've kept my own past a secret this whole time too. Love should be built on honesty. But ours was born from lies. And yet, is it really so wrong to hide things that would only make life harder? If we don't cover up the parts that no one else should see, how can we go on pretending to be normal? Tholindis must have known all this. And that's why he made his prophecy. In the end, nothing stays hidden forever.
Right.
But surely you can see he's not the man he pretends to be. So many have died already, and they say that the king's madness grows with each passing day. We're not going to survive this, are we? But why does it have to be this way? Do we really deserve to die just because of the blood that runs through our veins?
Okay, so she's not a Seelie, but she's half
Sorry, Freether.
Crimson
My mind was off wandering.
Moon bloodline.
I heard you, though. You're talking about
Eclipse.
what Rerir said. He's just following the king's orders. He's a secret agent, and it's his job to hunt down rebels and dissidents.
By the time you first met him, he'd already taken lives. Maybe he was using you from the very beginning.
No. Rerir has no idea I have anything to do with the Crimson Moon. My family are only distant relatives of the main lineage, and besides, my eyes are perfectly ordinary.
Right.
Truth be told, apart from my teacher, pretty much no one knows I have any connection to any of it. It's been a long time since my family severed ties.
But as Orlog said, who could possibly talk sense into that raving lunatic of a king? No one.
I'll work something out. Trust me, I'm with you all. But for now, you need to keep yourselves hidden. Don't let anyone find you, anyone at all. Don't forget that Rerir is an Eclipse operative. You need to be extra careful when he's around. And when I am too.
If even you can't escape this, what hope do the rest of us have? But after all this time together, surely he wouldn't lay a hand on you.
I won't speak in his defense, nor can I give you a clear answer to that question. But I'll do everything I can to put an end to this, Sir Tholindis. Over the course of this week, the research object was subjected to interference for a total of 47 hours for experimental purposes. The results are as follows. All subjects of observation that were sent inside have now... The situation within is proving more problematic than anticipated. No progress whatsoever. What now? Won't you give me even a glimmer of hope? Things are getting worse by the day. I have to find a way or we'll all be in danger. If all this research comes to nothing, what then? Sooner or later, it'll be my neck on the line.
Is she sweating?
But could he really bring himself to kill me?
I don't know.
No. Surely he wouldn't have the heart.
I mean, he had no problem killing all those children, saying they were a threat. He knows damn well that those children are innocent and had nothing to do with, even though they had the bloodline of Crimson Moon, it wasn't their fault that they're born that way. But still, he justified his actions and still went through with it. Back in his office.
So these files are in. Time to wade through them just like usual. No, I don't get tired of it. It's my job. And not only am I lucky to have it, I'm good at it too. Wait. That's...
Wait, what? I missed it. I fell asleep.
Tholindis?
Oh no, she's become a target. What will you do?
No. No!
You're being manipulated by the Vinster King. That's what it is.
But you bear no mark of the Crimson Moon. How could you possibly have anything to do with them? It cannot be.
A diluted bloodline.
You figured it out quick.
I see it now. You've been living in the shadows just like me.
So what are you gonna do?
What a fool I've been.
numbing myself with talk of justice. Even imagining my friends would back me up.
And Vedderfulnir already foresaw all of this.
Irminsul. Vinster King! How far are you going to take this? From the direct bloodline to secondary offshoots? And then what? Today it's the descendants of the Crimson Moon. Who will it be tomorrow? Will you not rest until everyone down here is dead? No. This cannot go on.
Is this where he was driven to madness?
This is where it ends.
Then what was it? How the fuck is this? Does this have any correlation to his hatred for the moon? Stop asking questions and just fucking listen. Pay attention to the story, okay? Shut up.
If you let me go, you won't be able to complete your mission, will you?
Good point. In that case, maybe you should stay.
No, please! I just want to see the outside world again. To
Go on living?
Yes. I know you're a man of your word. So please, just let me go.
If I let you leave, what will become of me? Just kidding.
The fuck was that question?
Go now.
Even shadows in the dark must live by a code. But you can't save everyone.
You've been whispering in my ear for days now, Vedderfulnir.
Oh, this is Vedderfulnir?
Break me down?
I only say this because you long for an answer to your problems. Let her go, Rerir, or you risk losing everything.
I will not abandon Tholindis.
He's loyal. Now that's a man.
And a lot more power. The world is changing, Rerir. Keep your eyes peeled for your moment of opportunity.
That voice used to be so unclear. But now I know exactly whose it is. It's Vedderfulnir.
So, the Eclipse dynasty was purging. Well, massacring the descendants of the Crimson Moon. And it seems like it was all connected to the Vinster King's research. The King's obsession with abyssal power left the future of Khaenri'ah hanging in the balance. No wonder every aspect of Rerir's life was so unstable.
No wonder the heavenly principles
like Tholindis,
literally
would-be fiance,
punished them and cursed
a
them.
of the Crimson Moon dynasty's descendants.
So
it almost defies belief that a couple like them could hide the truth from each other for so long. If the Vinster King hadn't intervened in such a drastic way, they might have gone on deceiving each other for the rest of their lives.
My
and
God.
Why does Vedderfulnir, Dainslif's older brother, keep talking
Right?
in Rerir's head? This guy kept more secrets than I ever imagined. There's already enough clues on the board to start reading between the lines and mapping out the rest. Now, we can finally begin to put the pieces together. Sure, it'll only be a reconstruction, part simulation, part reasoning, but it's usually pretty accurate. Once we've built up a cognitive profile, we just need to cross-check the logic behind his actions. And then we'll be able to take a sneak peek at whatever it is that Rerir has really been hiding.
Hey, Rerir! Come out, it's urgent!
Dane? What's wrong?
Quick, come with me. I'll explain everything once we've met up with the others.
Okay. I'll come. But Tholindis is still over at the Universitas. I'll need to leave her a note.
All right then, but make it quick.
I've never seen Dane so worked up before. Whatever this is, it must be big trouble.
Well, this is a nice change, meeting you all at this hour. When men and women of ambition can speak face to face in broad daylight, I say that's a big step forward for our dear Khaenri'ah.
Don't be ridiculous. We do not fear the day. Why would we seek refuge in the night?
You might ask your blade that same question. I'm told it prefers the cover of darkness. The word on the street is that Sir Delogi only strikes when he has an unfair advantage. But that is patently false. I see you're missing an arm and a leg. Surely only a fair fight could explain that.
Are these all the sinners
offering me replacement limbs?
representing
Believe
as these
I'll
chess
take
pieces?
them.
Oh, we can certainly discuss that. With bioalchemy, anything is possible. Assuming I have your full support in my research.
Lunatic. Robtatir, what brings you here?
Why, Dainsleif, of course. He invited me. Please, cast aside your apprehensions, Miss Rhindaughter. Whatever the rumors may say, I am but a humble servant of the king, and I can assure you he affords me no greater convenience than he does you.
Well, the Universitas Magistrorum won't stop fawning over you. So at least some of the rumors must be true. You're clearly doing well for yourself, so drop the humble servant act. It endears you to no one. You're president of the Universitas Magistrorum, the chief royal mage known as the Wise by royal appointment, and by far the most favored among the 4 pillars of Conria. Vice President Veit doesn't even try to hide his envy when he sees you.
My success is the product of hard work and good luck. It's as simple as that. Were the king not such an extremist, I hardly think I would have received a senior post at my age. Of course, no job is without its gripes. Serving a king like ours can be a challenging task, as I'm sure you can imagine. And as for
Vinster King?
in missing out on the presidency, he's dodged a mountain of stress. Like everything else in life, it comes with pros and cons.
You're all here. I apologize for the short notice, but it was an emergency.
Whoa. Dainsleif. That must be Vedderfulnir, the wolf.
Rerir.
Oh, Rerir.
Mr. Sertologi.
Never mind.
Yes, I handled your case file during your sentencing. Nothing personal, of course. I'm pleasantly surprised that you remember me.
You're clearly a person of substance if you've been invited here. But Dainsleif, you'd better have a very good reason for convening this little gathering.
It's my brother, Vedderfulnir. After he spoke at the court this morning, the king was so infuriated by his words that he had him blinded in both eyes and thrown in prison.
Vedderfulnir in prison? Strange. I thought the king trusted him and Horoptatir more than anyone else in the world. Does this mean the king's circle of trust just got even smaller?
It has nothing to do with trust. It's about what the king wants, which is as clear as day to anyone paying attention. I simply appease him, because it's in the best interests of the Universitas Magistrorum.
And also because you're slimy. Vedderfulnir, perhaps less so. But still, a visionless visionary? It rather inclines me to think that qualifications are not what get you ahead in Conria.
Do you honestly think this is an important discussion to be having right now?
Dane, what are you planning to do?
Rescue Vedderfulnir, I assume.
Correct. It will mean storming the palace by force. Tonight. I need all of you on my side.
Let me guess, they're all gonna abandon
and
you.
Don't forget, Dainsleif, you're captain of the Royal Guard. You swore an oath to the throne.
Hmm? You've been planning this for a while, haven't you?
I have no desire to commit treason. But whatever critique the king may have of Vedderfulnir, disfiguring your most loyal subject for putting the best interests of his court and nation first, this is not the conduct of a wise ruler. My blade will force the king to see the error of his ways.
So, Vedderfulnir's prophecy enraged the king. I'm sure it wasn't what he wanted to hear, but if he won't take counsel even from the visionary, that is deeply troubling news. The extent of His Majesty's madness is now all too clear. The question is, how does a man like me get out of this situation unscathed? You have noble ambitions, Dane, but I'm afraid they don't do much for a guy like me. I'm not interested in saving the world. All I want is a letter of pardon.
A letter of pardon? For whom? Tholindis?
The chances of the Vinster King issuing a pardon for anyone connected to the Crimson Moon seem vanishingly slim.
Hurry, everyone, and stick to the plan.
Sir Dainsleif, what are you? Is this treason? You know what happens to those who betray the throne. Please, don't do this!
It is the king himself who has betrayed the throne. He has betrayed all of Conria.
If you have any love left for justice in your heart, you should join me.
It's showtime. Dane and his group will
Damn,
handle
they
the troops in the
rebelled
palace. Then Hraptatir
against
and my daughter will
their
disarm the security measures.
king that is going
My job is
mad.
to enter the prison and rescue Vedafilnir. Stay safe. Wish me luck.
Wait, so
Look
is
after my
Dana
brother.
this
Draw your
distraction?
blade. It is time for justice to prevail.
Oh, Vedafilnir is the snake-looking chess
This place
piece.
is filthy. And the smell is abominable. Clearly, the king doesn't allow his prisoners a single shred of dignity. This is dire. Found you. Hello, Mr. Vedafilnir.
Ah, it's you.
Surprised? Oh, wait. I guess surprise isn't an emotion that prophets feel very often.
I certainly felt some surprise in the moment when I was blinded. Surprise
How
at
come
the
he's so
king's
calm
sheer
about it? Then
ignorance.
again, he's like the
Surprise
visionary.
at just how
Like he's
unfairly
seen
this
some
world
shit,
responds
you know.
to words of earnest remonstration.
I'm curious. What did you prophesize this time?
I don't think he's gonna tell
It
you.
wasn't a prophecy. It was a word of warning. Someone had to say it. The king has forsaken all reason in pursuit of his obsessions. I
What
simply
is the
told him that if he
obsession
continues
he's
on this
obsessing
path,
about?
Conria will surely fall.
But he didn't listen. Worse still, he stabbed you in both eyes and locked you away. Dane asked for my help. The court is in complete chaos now, but I'm sure you predicted that.
Everything is transpiring as I foresaw, yet I am powerless to change it. Fate is an immutable force. I can but lament as the inevitable unfolds. I do wonder whether giving a man the power to see the future does nothing more for him than slowly crush his spirit.
Forgive my curtness, Vedafilnir, but the king did not suddenly turn on you today. His suspicions have been brewing for a long time. You can't have wisdom beyond the reach of your fellow man without attracting his fear and suspicion. There are things the king does not want to see. So, he doesn't want you having visions of them either. He blinded you because he thought this would make the visions stop.
He wasn't entirely wrong. I did indeed lose my power to see the future. Right up until...
Until what?
Just now. I believe I saw something new.
Well, tonight could go a lot of different ways. 5 of us banded together to storm the palace, also we could rescue you. This will go down as the most tumultuous day in Conrian history.
I sense hatred in you, but also hope. A desperate hope that with the tyrant deposed, that will be the end of the story. But this is not the end. It is the beginning of a new chapter, in a whole new story. There are many men of honor and courage in this world, Rerir. But you are not one of them. You're not here for justice, are you?
Yeah,
You're here for
I
yourself.
felt that about him. He's kind of selfish.
Is that a dagger? Interesting. Why not the polearm? It was always your weapon of choice.
With your abilities, I don't doubt that you were able to recover some of your sight. But I also doubt that you want to make an enemy of me right now.
Of course not. We're on the same side, aren't we?
We could be. But I need you to be honest with me, Vedafilnir. At this point, you're my only hope for the future.
You mean your future? With your beloved, Tholindis?
Yes. And I know there are bigger things at stake here. A dynasty, a nation, maybe the entire world. But forgive me, I care first and foremost about myself.
Hey, that's very valid.
Abandon the one I love to save myself.
I just can't do it. But you see a broader picture of the future than I. You see the solutions to the biggest problems of our age. So tell me, what is my solution? What's the answer?
In matters of fate, answers are either right or wrong. What will be and what will not. Maybe you are willing to pay a certain price in the pursuit of happiness, but unfortunately, fate does not negotiate. That is the cruelest thing about fate. It is unmoved by your sacrifices.
That can't be true.
No, but it's
I know
true
it's
though.
your
It's
voice
just that
that I
you
keep
you
hearing in
had
my
this
head,
misfortune,
urging me
bruh.
to see how the world
Like
is
it's
changing
just
to
not
see
meant to be.
power.
That's
so I
very
can protect
sad,
the
but
things I love.
there's nothing you can do
You
if
show
it's
me disaster,
actually like not meant to be at
Show me how
all.
to avoid it. Why? Why are you doing all this?
You can't alter
My
fate.
voice. In your head. So, you hear it too. The
Oh,
voice
it
that
could not be
steals your
Butterfly,
mind,
but the Abyss,
gains
right?
your trust and drives you crazy. It turns out that we are not so different, you and I.
Vedifilnir just broke into the strangest smile I've ever seen in my life, as if he'd discovered some monumental secret. But then he suddenly switched to looking extremely weary.
Very well then. My advice to you is as follows. You must persevere. Whatever trials and tribulations you may face, be steadfast in the belief that they are your path to the future. For as long as you live, your story with Tholindis shall not come to an end. That is the only chance you have of fighting back against fate. It is up to you whether you believe my words. Regardless, that is all I will say on the matter. I have no right to intervene any further.
I will hold you to your word.
Thank you for setting me free. In return, I will tell you one more thing that you cannot afford to ignore.
Just then, a strange wave of energy rippled through the city. We had no idea what it could mean.
If I were you, I would head to the Universitas Magistrorum.
The Universitas?
Oh no!
No, Tholindis.
I'm sure we'll be seeing each other again very soon, Rerir.
Monsters! At the Universitas Magistrorum? Why now? Oh no! They're coming! It's no use. The table won't hold out much longer. The weapons. Where are the weapons? Of course. All the lab equipment was upgraded after the inspection last week, but the new weapons haven't been allocated yet. I'm done for.
Oh no.
Is anyone there?
So she's got nothing to defend herself with. Hide behind the table. Why are you just standing in the middle of the room? I get that this is a memory, but is that really?
Please.
You could have hid. Oh.
What's that?
Rerir. So the rumors about your work are true.
What?
Is that the portal
Listen,
to that
something happened at the palace tonight. We have to
special
leave.
dimension where the moon marrow was sealed
You don't
in?
need to lie to me anymore.
What do you mean?
I know why you're worried, and I will respect the decision you've made. But it's okay, because I found a solution. I know how to end all this. You can have it back. The normal life you so desire.
But he wants to live that
But
normal
until
life with
then,
you.
I'm afraid our wedding will have to wait.
This? No, don't do it!
She's already gone and jumped.
I told you, Rerir. Let her go. You will find someone better.
So it sounds like Vedifilnir wants Rerir instead.
By what means, lowly pawn, you lack the power and the strength of will.
He's so adamant on telling Rerir to leave Tholindis.
Come to the palace. Join us.
Rerir, thank goodness we...
Step forward and take your share.
Oh, is that Dainsleif?
You made it.
Not you too.
Has he been corrupted by the abyss?
Or grief, despair, desire. We all have our
Oh my god.
Rerir. Rerir.
Tholindis.
Were you daydreaming?
You still remember, Rerir? That question you asked me a couple of weeks ago?
Oh. You mean the proposal?
Yeah. I'm wondering, where do you think would be a good place to discuss it?
Damn.
Maybe in the garden? Or were you thinking a fancy restaurant?
It's your choice.
They just wanna be together, bruh. So is that what drove him to madness? Oh, it is. His hair turned white, kind of like how Kaneki also, Kaneki's hair also turned white. He couldn't handle the pain and shock of Tholindis' betrayal. Damn, and he had an instant glow up, bitch. Damn.
I will find you. And then you can give me your answer.
He jumped in.
So that's how the Raker of Solnari was born.
It's just a doomed love story.
A monster created by circumstance is
Yeah.
a monster all the same. Viewing other people's thoughts for too long can get uncomfortable. Right now, I'm feeling a strong sense
Oh, you're also
of
feeling the
loathing.
feeling that Rerir's
In a
felt
nutshell,
felt
The story
filled.
of Conria is what happens when the truth falls by the wayside. Everyone tells little white lies, and before long, you have a huge pack of lies that destroys everything. Whew. Time to get back.
Sheesh.
Everyone, I'm back. Can I get a standing ovation?
Never! How are you holding up? Feeling okay?
Wait,
She's
she
fine.
went in
Boss
the
is a
box?
pro.
I thought she was just like in a...
Yes, I'm fine.
I don't know how
You will have
her
seen
ritual
the events
works,
of Rerir's
bruh.
life through my thoughts. It's now clear that he is just a regular nobody, driven by personal tragedy, as he said himself.
I mostly
Regular
agree.
nobody is
There's
mean.
only so much we can know about him from his memories alone, but they did give us a clear glimpse into his life in Conria. However, I would not consider Rerir to be a nobody. He was deeply involved in the events of that era. Yet, when the catastrophe of a generation strikes, nobody is safe.
That's true.
Sounds to me like you're speaking in riddles again. Is this you urging me not to abandon the people of Nod-Krai in their hour of need?
That's not what I meant. Although I do hope you choose to remain a part of the plan. Without you, the mission ahead will be all but impossible.
Then try to remember that I respond better to the carrot than the stick. And I don't appreciate being bossed around. Now, as for you, Missy, you were excellent.
She drew a
you stuck to
line.
the rules of the ceremony and kept your mouth shut the entire time. Bravo.
Cool. So, can you fill me in on the deets now? Most of what I saw went right over my head.
Patience. You'll hear the whole story, don't you worry. But let's meet up with the others first. It will save me narrating it twice. Yehoda?
Yes, boss. Let me get that door for ya.
That's more like it. For a moment there, I was worried you'd forgotten about the first clause of your employment contract.
Forgive my curiosity, but what does the first clause say?
It says I gotta do the annoying stuff that boss is too lazy to do
Even
for herself.
opening the door?
Like opening
Girl.
the door, pouring the tea, yada yada.
Is that right? If something is in the contract, it's because she willingly agreed to it. Rest assured that the curatorium abides by the very strictest of labor policies. You don't seriously think I'm cruel enough to treat her like my slave? In any case, I've hardly shied away from my share of the work today. Hope I don't catch Flintz and Varka lounging about in their chairs, enjoying a leisurely cup of tea.
I mean, Varka's
There's
just
nothing I
staying put
dislike
in the
more
secret
than other
base,
people
so
enjoying themselves while I'm hard at work.
that's I can't even like oppose that because it is that.
Oh no.
Sorry to disturb you, but we seem to have run into some trouble.
Evidently so. Don't worry, I'm not about to leave you to fend for yourselves. I'm not that kind of boss.
Wait, what
And it would
happened?
go against the curatorium's labor policy.
I'm sorry. What did you hear me say? I wasn't talking about labor policy.
Wait. How long have I been standing here?
Not long. You just appeared by the door a moment ago.
Wait, what's going on?
Boss, what's wrong? You look like you've seen a ghost.
We've been tricked. We never left at all. Somehow I hallucinated that whole scene back inside the office.
Hallucinated? But how?
What?
How indeed. This place should heed my will alone. All thoughts and actions that occur in here are just a result of pawns moving across the chessboard in a carefully calculated manner. And nobody has access to this chess set but me.
So you control everything in here?
We're inside.
More or less.
What's
But
happening?
Yes, it's a special technique of mine.
Has anything like this ever happened before?
Only once. It was the first time I used the chess set.
Is there any similarity between what
So that
happened
chess
then
set was like
and
the
what's
ritual that
happening
she
now?
used to pry into
I suppose
Rerir's
my
past,
thoughts are a
right?
little turbulent.
So did we get sucked
which was
into
also
it
the
too?
case my first time.
Is there anything I can do to help?
The first clause of your contract clearly states that I only need your help with things that I'm too lazy to do myself.
Meaning, you're not feeling lazy right now?
Meaning, this is not something Yehoda can help with. The chess set is a personal treasure that I alone understand. I must be the one to find our way out of here.
So we
Boss,
did get
it's
sucked
fine.
into it.
Really? Let me do something useful.
Oh, listen to you. Whatever would I do without you, Yehoda?
What? Really?
Yes,
But what
really.
was that part about she
Where would I
hallucinated
ever
the
find
whole
another
scene about
employee as obedient and servile as you? God forbid anything ever happens to you.
Oh, okay. Well, anyway, I was thinking of fetching some water. There's gotta be a source around here somewhere. I suggest everyone finds someplace comfortable to take a rest. We gotta conserve our energy.
Don't I have the best employees? Jealous much?
No,
If
not
we
really.
can find a suitable time, I'd love to borrow Yehoda for a day to help out with the Frost Moon Scions. Would you be amenable to that, Boss Nefer?
Oh, Lauma. Have I ever told you just how pretty you are? Beauty runs from the tips of your antlers to the depths of your imagination.
I literally ship them both.
Time to rally, everyone. Follow me. The monsters who destroyed my home, they're just ordinary, petty human beings. But you couldn't do what had to be done. So I did it for you.
Nefer, it's okay. All of this is in the past now.
I believe I remember you promising to remain silent.
So, anyway, that's enough of that. When are we getting out of this place? Feels like we've been walking forever. I'm getting pretty tired. Oh, Alma, you tired?
Yes. If we can find somewhere to sit down, I could certainly do with a rest.
It's not far now. There should be a temple just up ahead.
Uh-oh. 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 I'm totally out of my depth here. I don't have anything to add about any of this stuff. Like, look at that statue, for instance. I want to do the whole name-dropping, this girl knows her stuff thing too, but I've never seen anything like it before.
A statue with the head of a bird.
That's a mask. Looks like something out of King Deshret's mausoleum.
That's Thoth, the Ibis King, one of the 7 pillars of King Deshret. The legends say that he, the Crocodile King, and the Goat King were the 3 retainers of King Deshret. Let's take a look.
Oh, a cutscene. Wait, who the fuck is... Oh, that's Nefer's cat.
It's just Ashru.
So, all is well?
God damn, Nefer's face card is insane. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
Typically speaking, at this point, the world disintegrates. Then we find ourselves back in the outside world. Besides, these are my memories. There's nothing to fear.
You're sure?
Of course. It's almost over.
Is that Rerir? Oh my god! Not her choking Nefer, what the fuck? Oh, she's just using pyro. Oh no!
Hold on!
Holy shit. How did he make his way inside the...
Much is always a death sentence.
Speak for yourself.
Oh my... Not him manhandling her. No! Oh no, she broke the relic. That was supposed to be Dory's. Please, someone save us. Clint?
How repulsive.
Oh, it's Columbina. Did she just trap him there? Oh, that was Dainsleif. Oh no. Oh my god! How did how was
Timed that pretty well.
Rerir able to get inside? I thought only Nefer could do that. And yeah, how the fuck did you guys know to go here? You certainly did, thank you. So we sealed Rerir?
It's okay. I'm just glad no one was hurt. Paimon noticed you doing something too, Dainsleif. Were you helping get them out?
Oh, maybe
Of course.
Paimon let them know.
When I
Okay, I
asked
see.
Nefer to conduct this investigation, I was not naive to the dangers involved. I had a duty to ensure your safety.
Good to know your sense of justice is still intact after all these years.
I take that to mean that you saw the truth. That comes as a great relief.
I certainly did. And thanks to your help, I also managed to trap Rerir inside the chess set.
Whoa, really? How'd you manage that?
Well, to be honest, I sensed that something was wrong long before we made it to the temple.
Uh-huh,
By
sure you
using this
did.
fragment to probe into Rerir's past, well, the monster formerly known as Rerir, it seems I alerted him. I was tracking him, then he caught on and started tracking me too. Can't say I'm surprised.
But how did he track you through your thoughts alone? That shouldn't
Right.
be possible.
Rerir
again,
was a
he-
secret agent who reported directly to the Vinster King. He is an expert at finding a trail and hunting down his pursuers.
No wonder.
He infiltrated the chess set, read my thoughts, and built a new virtual chess set inside of it. That's why we
What?
weren't able to leave at first.
Speaking of your
Oh,
chess
that was
set,
why we were
it's
trapped.
quite a remarkable item.
And we got sucked
Would I
into
be
it.
right in thinking you have some connection to King Deshret?
You overestimate me. I only have a connection with one of his underlings, the Ibis King. You all saw how this came to be. A long time ago, the Eab massacred my tribe, the Shimti, in our home village. A few years later, I enrolled in the academia, where some new information came to light. The Unut and the Eab fought a bitter battle over the rights to a well, all for the sake of a non-existent 50 million mora. The Eab ultimately won that confrontation, but their victory came at the cost of almost every warrior in the tribe. The final blow to the Eab came at the victory feast, when an Unut assassin beheaded their chief right before my eyes.
Ew.
The remaining Eab fled and have been scattered to the winds ever since. Having gotten my revenge, I returned to my hometown, where to my surprise, the nearby temple was still standing. There it was, seemingly immune to the relentless hostility of the desert, while my tribal home lay in ruins. As I stood there gazing at the temple, I noticed a cat just outside. This cat, as it turned out, was home to the spirit of the Ibis King. He led me to a gate deep inside the temple, and there he made a deal with me. This chess set is my gift from the
Oh,
Ibis
I
King.
see.
The
So that's where
chessboard
she got
within
it.
is
Okay,
made
that
to the same
explains
specifications as the
that
one in
explains
the
it now.
mausoleum of King Deshret, and represents his power of piercing analysis. With this chessboard in its container, I gained a certain ability to perceive hidden secrets.
That's
Now,
pretty OP.
You could conclude that the Ibis King simply wanted to give the people of this world the power to seek the truth. But I don't believe that's the full story. Every god plays favorites. Their hearts are as fickle as any human's, full of secrets, perversions, egotistical tendencies. But precious few gods are willing to admit this.
I'm
It
sure
is
he
the same
agrees.
with all powerful forces, including fate itself. Their gaze falls preferentially upon a select few. As you rightly point out, this is an act of favoritism.
Yeah.
If you're alluding to
Rightly
the
point
abyss,
out.
then yes,
He
I
agrees
agree.
to her views as well.
Gather the others. It's time to share everything I've learned. Thank you all for being here. As promised, I did some further investigating into the Rerir of Solnari's
Oh
background.
yeah, Durin's here
I'm
too.
pleased to report
He
that the
looks so
investigation has been
cute
most
and cool
fruitful
and
indeed.
dashing.
The Rerir of Solnari, real name Rerir, was once a Conrian subject who served the Vinster king. I will now share the important details of his story. Please save any questions or comments for the end.
Nefer narrates Rerir's backstory to the group. At the Vinster King's behest, he gathered intelligence and assassinated descendants of the Crimson Moon dynasty, unwilling to take down his beloved Tholindis, who was secretly of Crimson Moon heritage. He then got dragged into court politics. Vidrfolnir's voice, which spoke to him of his fate, was like a reflection of the moon. Though he could disturb the waters to gain some temporary relief, he was powerless to erase it entirely. In contrast, Rerir's own life was like a reflection of a broken moon. Once the stormy winds of fate blew across the water's surface, it was utterly destroyed. Tholindis smuggled away a piece of the moon before disappearing through that mysterious portal. It was passed down through the ages, finally falling into the hands of the knave. But what lies on the other side of that portal? Is it really a whole other world? Tholindis never had the chance to share what she found there. Neither did Rerir, who followed her in.
So that's why he's so obsessed with the moon.
A tragic tale, to be sure. But it does not excuse his many transgressions. No matter how much Rerir suffered in the past, the fact remains that he is what we know today as the Wild Hunt, wreaking havoc upon innocent lives in Nod-Krai.
Right.
He becomes more dangerous with each passing day. If left unchecked, it is simply a matter of time before all of Teyvat suffers the consequences. This is a threat that the Knights of Favonius cannot ignore.
A question for Miss Columbina. Forgive me if this is presumptuous, but have you ever seen the spatial gateway that appeared in Rerir's memory?
Never. But I have heard stories of something called the Moon Gate, and this seems to fit the description.
Miss Lauma, any thoughts on this?
In the lore of the Frost Moon Scions, the moon is believed to hold many secrets. Some sources speak of ancient knowledge, others of a gateway to the unknown. The term Moon Gate is one I have heard before. But as is the case with all of our legends, there are no records of any first-hand witnesses. We cannot know whether it truly exists.
Then back to Miss Columbina. As a moon goddess yourself, do you have some idea of where the Moon Gate leads to?
Not at this stage, sorry. I do hold the power of the Frost Moon, and my strength is recovering well. I can sense that the gate would open at my command, but...
But there's more to the power of the Frost Moon than that?
Yes. A moon goddess has the right to open the Moon Gate, since it is a path to the moon. But as Nefer mentioned, holding open a spatial gateway takes a huge amount of power. And right now, I need to conserve my energy to fight the Rerir of Solnari. I'm afraid this is one mystery we may have to leave unsolved for now.
I agree. Better to save your strength. But if you'll humor me for a moment, I have a bold conjecture of my own regarding the world beyond the gateway. I highly suspect that neither Tholindis nor Rerir made it through unscathed. The evidence pointing to this is the fact that the Rerir of Solnari exists in the form of countless fragments.
Right, yeah, and he also lost his arm.
No ordinary foe can touch him, let alone tear him to
Yeah, that
shreds.
explains it.
And yet, the Wild Hunt proliferates wherever his scattered fragments lie, drawing hordes of monsters to many different locations across the land.
That's true.
So your
Nice
theory
point,
is that
Linz.
Rerir was physically torn to shreds by some powerful force? Hence, why the Wild Hunt is a distributed phenomenon, rather than a unified one?
Makes sense to me. Explains why the Wild Hunt is so pervasive, and why he's been trying to piece himself back together. He was whole to begin with, and he wants to be whole again.
Without the power of the Abyss on his side, he almost certainly would have perished the moment he was torn apart. But the Abyss, much like a curse, has kept him alive.
I could not agree more. The power of the Abyss is most surely a curse.
It is a compelling explanation. and one that accords with my present understanding of abyss creatures. Whether the life form in question is primitive or advanced, if a curse has extended its lifespan unnaturally, it will continue to survive in spite of everything. This raises some interesting questions. I will run some experiments and see if there is any validity to my suspicions. That being said, regardless of whether my research bears fruit, I would like to thank Miss Nefer for conducting such a thorough investigation. Already, it has greatly enriched my understanding of the entity we face.
My pleasure, Mr. Albedo. I too hope that the information I have shared today proves useful as we look to formulate the next stage of our plan.
Hey! What is it, Dainsleif? You look really upset!
It's just... when I think of the man I once knew as Rerir, I struggle to understand why things had to turn out like this.
He couldn't take
The two of you used
sheer
to be
grief and
friends,
shock
didn't
of
you?
like seeing Tholindis,
I don't know
do
if
that.
these words will bring any comfort, but my heart goes out to you.
Mine too. We can never know all the hows and whys of the way things are. The moon and stars are full of untold secrets and lies. And the skies are host to many more mysteries than these alone. Yet, none of that can begin to compare with the complexity of human life.
Those are the first comforting words I've heard in a long time. Thank you, both.
Well, I think this is a good place to end today's meeting. I'm sure Nefer needs some time to recover. She's been through an awful
Are we
lot
ignoring
today.
the fact that
That's very thoughtful of you, Lama.
Of course.
Rerir is just
Sounds good
trapped
to me.
inside her chest
Take some
piece
time to
in the
rest
other
and
room?
digest before we reconvene to nail down a plan. Hey, is this a bad time? Hope I didn't kill the conversation.
No, it's fine. Come in. Sleep
No
with
need.
me.
Come on, let's talk outside.
Oh, bruh.
Anyway, Nefer went back to the curatorium to get some rest. But before she left, she shared some things with me that I thought you should be aware of. Firstly, although she managed to trap the Rerir of Solnari inside her chest set, there's no guarantee that the power of the Ibis King is any match for one of the five sinners.
Right.
Their powers are beyond our comprehension. It's only a matter of time before he finds a way to break out.
Yeah.
We have to come up with a plan and take care of him before that happens.
Honestly, my mom figured that might be the case. So, how long have we got?
Well, I asked her that same question. She talked for a long time, but for the most part, it seemed like she was trying to convince me how precious her chest set is. What a long
She doesn't
and storied
want it to
history
break.
it has. It felt like some kind of sales pitch, you know? The kind where you end up handing over Mora against your will? Anyway, after all that, she finally answered the question. 2 days, at most.
Ooh.
2 days? Holy moly! Can we even recruit enough help in that time?
That remains to be seen. Which brings me to the second issue. Dainsleif is obviously conflicted about this whole thing. But given how little time we have, there's no way we can pull this off without his help. You have some history with him, right? Do you think maybe you could talk to him for us?
I'll see what I can do.
I appreciate it. All right, on to item 3. So, Albedo, Durin, and I put our heads together and came up with a plan. Can't promise it's gonna work yet, but at least it's a start. We figured we'd bounce the idea off you first. We'll explore it further once everyone's recovered.
Okay, what is it?
Oh, Paimon's dying to hear this.
All right, so here's what we're thinking.
In hushed voice, Varka lays out the current plan. It's a shocking plan, but nothing can faze the greatest traveler and trustiest travel guide in Tibet. It doesn't take you long to get behind it.
We felt a little uneasy about roping you into this. I mean, firstly, you're not locals, and secondly, none of us are your
thirdly,
boss.
so are
You're
you.
well within your rights to refuse if you so choose.
Roping us in? Why would you even say that? We know the stakes here. It's all of us against the Rerir of Solnari, or none of us stand a chance.
I choose my words very intentionally, I'll have you know. I like to think there's an art to striking a down-to-earth tone even when the stakes are through the roof.
Sir Varka, I have a few thoughts about this plan.
I'm all ears.
I think we can be more flexible with how the roles are allocated. In my view, the most sensible lineup would be like this.
I see your point, yeah. But if that's how we're going to approach this, you'd better make sure you're ready. To be clear, I don't doubt your abilities. Far from it. I just want to make sure. Are you really willing to take all this on?
I want to do
I'm
everything within
not a
my
descender
power.
for nothing.
The Rerir of Solnari is a truly fearsome opponent, and if I do my part, it'll greatly reduce the risk for everyone else involved.
Well, that tracks with what I've heard. Jean's mentioned in her letters that you're so diligent it's almost abnormal. As in, most people weigh up the risks and rewards in situations like this. But you seem to just march towards danger without a moment's hesitation. Of course, everyone appreciates a fearless pioneer. But all that aside, I'm the Grand Master of the Knights of Favonius, and you're our honorary knight. I want to make sure your courage doesn't come at the expense of your safety.
Thank you, Sir Varka.
I should be the one thanking you. It means a lot to have you on board. I'll give some serious thought to your suggestions.
Okay. Virgo gives a very knightly bow and says he'll see you at the hotel again later. He has arranged for everyone to meet and finalize a plan of action. In an effort to lighten the mood, he booked out a hotel for his meeting so you could all chat over a drink. As the moon rises in the sky, you and Paimon leave your room, discussing whether Paimon has any other options than fruit juice. Everyone is ready to there, waiting for you. You're chatting and smiling. Clearly the rest has done them good, as well as the existing crew. Some unexpected help has arrived. Still, you remain conscious of the fact that the future Nod-Krai rests on what is decided tonight. So many lives are at stake. You may never meet most of them, but whether they know it or not, all of them are counting on you.
This is a thorough plan, but I do have one last question before we take action. How can we be sure that our enemy won't leave the designated area?
Great question. Albedo's been hard at work analyzing Rerir and the Wild Hunt's behavioral patterns. His conclusions are as follows. Firstly, from the earliest known confrontation until now, Rerir has never displayed any ability to manipulate the dimension of space. So it's unlikely he has any power in that domain. Secondly,
but he can
seems to have
brute
a
force his way out of there,
strong
though.
vendetta against our group. If we put him in a fight-or-flight situation, he'll choose to fight every time. Thirdly, finally, and most importantly, he is consumed by hatred, both for the moon and for his enemies. Turns out, we tick both of those boxes. We have a reincarnated moon in our ranks, and a spy who accesses his private memories without permission.
Yup.
He'll be baying for blood, not looking to escape.
As someone who's had their fair share of interactions with the Wild Hunt, those all seem like valid observations to me.
Understood. Then I will defer to the verdict of the group.
Well, everyone, that's the plan in full detail. Albedo and Durin are carrying out their part as we speak.
Oh, they've already gotten
Plan
started?
approved.
Oh, shit.
Scheduling.
Right now?
Okay, any firepower you need, I got you covered. Let's light this baby up.
The Frost Moon Scions are behind you as well.
And the rest
Where's
of you?
Columbina?
No objections? All right, then it's settled. This is the plan we're going with. Next up, an old tradition of mine. Anyone who wants to back out, now's your chance.
Wait, we can still back out of this?
Everyone says things they regret, right? I don't want anyone feeling trapped because their mouth said yes before their brain had time to think things through.
A very people-first approach. I hear that's common practice in the Knights of Favonius.
Heh. Who'd you hear it from? D-Luke?
Shh. We don't use people's real names at work. This contact will be known only as Owl, please and thank you.
This plan can only work if everyone
She
does
knows
their part.
D-Luke? Damn,
Friends
her
and I will
connections go
absolutely
that
support it.
far.
We shall indeed. You'll be glad you accepted our help. Also, you are the last person I expected to see here,
Right?
Miss Dory.
Like, what the fuck are you doing here?
It's not often I get called Dory in a work context. My peers usually call me Lord Sangama Bay.
What the fuck are you doing here?
So, the longer your name, the higher your net worth. Is that the idea here? In that case, Mr. Flint's here must be worth a fortune. That's right, I know your full name. It's...
The walls are thin here. I'd appreciate you keeping that a secret.
Okay, fine. I'm actually only here as a favor for someone else. Do you have any idea how much it would cost to hire me otherwise?
About that, Nefer kinda destroyed your brooch, Dory.
It most certainly does not. We have a long-standing and mutually beneficial business partnership. She's actually the mom of a friend of yours. Said mom supplied me with a great little trinket, but now that lady's ruined everything. If I don't start building a little goodwill now, my whole business in Nod-Krai is gonna go down the drain.
Okay.
Wait, Klee's
so
mom?
What exactly is so special
Alice?
about this pendant?
It's a lucky charm that a great mage made
Do we
for
get
me.
to see her?
We have a business relationship, and she was worried that something bad might happen to me. So, she wanted me to have something that can store power to protect myself with. I finally got it all fully charged up with Kovaki, and then Nefer went and used it all up at once.
Yeah, so she didn't destroy it, she just used up all its remaining power, okay.
You're right. It was all my fault. I didn't mean to drain all the Kuvaki in the pendant, but I'll make it up to you.
You will? Well, in that case, how about you give me your chess set? And we call it even.
I knew you'd say that. Well, it's yours if you want it. In fact, right now. And I'll even throw in a free Rerir of Solnari. Deal?
You're putting me in a difficult position here.
Take the chess set and Rerir with you, bitch, because we don't want him.
I have a funny
well, I do,
feeling
but
it
like, they
won't be
don't
around
because they're
much
planning.
longer.
He's planning to kill them.
I guess we'll see in a couple of days.
Looks like bankruptcy for me.
Hey, don't be so pessimistic. See this through and you never know. You might find a new business opportunity on the other side.
So when you rise up in the air, rise up, don't be scared. Rise up and you just to fall away. Oh shit. Fall away. La 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 la, just swirl.
Dory, how are things going? Feeling ready?
Oh, I was born ready. We only have 2 days. You think Lord Sangama Bay would let an opportunity like this slip by? Don't forget, when something's in high demand, the people with the goods on hand get to charge the highest price of all. Even higher than the sellers taking advance orders. Ta-da! See? It's right here.
What the fuck is that?
Did you make it?
I had no idea you were so skilled with your hands.
No, I have a supplier. We go way back, so he made me a very attractive offer.
Aha! No wonder you were talking about lucky charms at the meeting. You've been getting Kaveh to make them for you.
That's not the full story. It actually started a while back as a project between me and the Dendro Archon. Mage
What?
Alice once warned me that this world won't stay safe forever. There may come a day when everyone faces a great crisis.
I mean, yeah.
I passed this on to the Dendro Archon, and she secretly brought together a research team made up of Sumeru's top scholars to invent a technology that could keep people safe. I won't go into the details because it's all very complicated, but if you want to know more, you can ask the Dendro Archon about it
We
sometime.
haven't seen her in a long time, though.
Anyway, point
actually.
being, it was the Dendro Archon who asked Kaveh to build this little contraption. As one of the top Kasharawar talents, he was the obvious choice.
But he's only
Took
an
him long
architect, though.
enough. He stressed over it for ages. He
I
must have gone
bet.
through at least a dozen designs before producing a final product. But that's Kaveh for you.
Yeah.
Marak delivered it to me a couple
He
of days
overcomplicates
ago, along with a
things.
letter from Kaveh. Could I ask why I'm sending this technology to you? And what's your proposed use case? Has it been approved by the relevant authorities? So nosy. My fault for sending him the research permit to begin with.
Surely Nahida must have told him you were involved in this project. He was probably just nervous because you're always so secretive about your business.
Could be, could be. Anyway, I just replied, let's hope there never has to be a use case, because it would involve grave danger.
Fair enough. But it sounds like he was just being cautious. He probably felt responsible as the one who made it.
Or maybe he was asking as a favor for his housemate. He's done that before. Not sure why, though. His housemate doesn't seem to really care that much about this kind of stuff.
Them.
Either way, all's well that ends well. I'm just glad to finally have my hands on the product. I wouldn't want to be without it, given the potential dangers that lie ahead.
True.
Huh? What does that look mean?
Paimon's just super surprised.
Right? Because like she's always
I've ever seen you actually get
like,
serious about something.
trying to scam people left and right, overpricing her shit and always advertising.
Well, a long time ago, I made a promise to myself. I promised that I was gonna live every day of my life with a big beaming smile. Obviously, Mora plays a big part in that. But there are always gonna be times in life when you have to give something back. That could mean paying back a debt, returning a favor, or showing some kindness. Alice has been a huge help to me over the years. She was the first investor I ever had. And I want my investors to know that Lord Sangamabe is the best in the business. And more than that,
Also the most expensive.
no one knows what the future will bring. Whatever happens, I want to make sure the Dendro Archon and all of Sumeru is prepared to face whatever comes.
So back to the pendant. You never intended to ask for it back, did you? Because you knew it would be
I
used.
was just making sure Nefer and I are square. Don't be thinking it was some sort of benevolent act. I'm no saint, so don't treat me like something I'm not. My priority is doing the business that I want to do. So long as my conscience lets me, but it usually does. That's the Lord Sangamabe business model.
Alright, if you say so.
I'm in their POV. Durin! Ooh, I want Durin to be released as a character so bad. I need him. Like, look at him. He looks so cool. Like, his aesthetic's so... me.
Traveler, Paimon. It's good to see you.
Everything going smoothly over here?
Sort of. As you're probably aware, Varka, Durin, and I captured some abyssal creatures from the Wild Hunt. Per the plan, we dissected and analyzed some samples of these creatures. The process went very smoothly. The findings, however, come with some troubling implications.
What? You can actually dissect the Wild Hunt?
That depends on your definition of Wild Hunt and dissection.
Harmless, lifeless. These words are accurate descriptions.
The Wild Hunt is an interesting phenomenon. In and of itself, it doesn't seem to possess anything akin to a human personality. But taken as a collective, the medium through which the Wild Hunt is summoned does appear to have a soul. Master griped a lot about the wise Horoptetyr, and seemed somewhat fascinated with the foul Certology. But she barely mentioned Rerir at all. I don't think that was because of his lower social standing, though. Anyway,
right, because like out of the 5 sinners, he seems to be the only commoner one, like a normal one.
It's a strange mix. The furious energy of an abyssal being channeled through a fractured physical existence. A consequence of being torn apart by an unknown power. Perhaps the only explanation for his survival in this state is that he sacrificed a degree of individuality in exchange for a continued existence.
What kind of power drove
sorry.
a
Once
sinner
I get
to
talking
do that,
about interesting
though?
research, I have a tendency to go on indefinitely. Back to our research findings. Essentially, they confirm my hypothesis. Rerir's corpse is completely contaminated by the Abyss, and the effects are irreversible.
Oh.
You could think of this as Rerir in mutated form. But in my view, even that would be inaccurate. In reality, His whole being has been consumed by the abyss. In other words, he is now nothing more than a manifestation of abyssal power. Unfortunately, at present, we have no means of completely eradicating abyssal power. Hence, we cannot fundamentally destroy the Rerir of Tholindis either.
Oh, that's terrible news! So, that's it? We can't defeat him? Not even if we get the power of the Three Moons?
Miss Columbina's situation is a difficult one. She can never achieve wholeness when the world does not accept her presence. It's as if her creator banished her to a place she can never be accepted. It means she spends most of her energy just on her own survival.
Given the
Oh my
circumstances,
god, that must be
it's only natural to
exhausting.
despair. But we must see this plan through to the end. Time to kick off the backup plan.
Loma and Varka.
Miss Lauma, is everyone here?
Yes. The fate of my flock is in your hands, Grandmaster Varka. Please keep them safe.
My lady, what are you saying?
Within the next 24 hours, we will face the biggest crisis the world has ever seen. This is not a burden that we deserve to bear, but I believe that we reap what we sow in this life. So I intend to act. I must do what I think is right. For me, that means fighting for the future of Nod-Krai. This gentleman is the Grand Master of the Knights of Favonius, Varka, Knight of Boreas. In my absence, please follow his lead.
Hey,
Oh,
everyone.
he'll be staying here?
Guess I should introduce myself. Well, to start with, I know my way around a battlefield. Biggest strengths are honesty and hard-workingness. Anyway, point is, I don't intend to let Lauma down. I'm gonna do everything in my power to keep every last one of you safe and sound.
Oh, Columbina and Dainsleif are together. That's an interesting combo. Because, like, Dainsleif hates the gods, and like, Columbina is sort of a goddess. So.
Something on your mind?
Miss Columbina, was it? I believe that's how the others addressed you.
That's right. Names are funny things. Have you always been called Dainsleif?
Yes. I take it your own name has a more complicated history.
I have a different relationship with names than other people. To be honest, I'm not even sure that Columbina is my name. At least, not in the same way that Dainsleif is yours. But it's what everyone calls me, and I go along with it. A lot of my life has been that way. I get so used to things that I forget to question why they are so. I never used to think much about where names come from, or what they mean to people. Maybe something's wrong with me.
You're different from other people. I
Well,
sensed it
duh.
the first time
She's
we
not
met.
a normal
You're
people.
more
She's a
perceptive than
goddess, a
most.
reincarnation of the Frost
I'm
Moon.
sure your long life and rich range of experience explains that. Do you ever find yourself missing Conria, Mr. Dainsleif?
Difficult to answer. I have dreamed of the past many, many times. Sometimes I'm fighting tooth and nail. Other times I'm lying on the ground, defeated. I don't recall any happy moments from that time. It has been too long.
Is that because hatred survives longer than love and affection?
That would not be for me to say. I make no excuses for the grudges I bear. But whatever the reason, I remember little that was beautiful or sentimental. Thank you for your help with the Rerir situation. Without your efforts, I never could have learned the hidden truth of his story.
You're welcome. I know he's your friend.
Friend,
Well, duh, yeah.
he betrayed me. and I never really understood what he was going through in life.
Oh, that's true.
Some
Because you were too
friendship, that
focused on
is.
your own problem.
Okay. So, do you plan to fight him with us? You see, you're torn. Now you know what really happened. You see the things he's done in a new light.
I need some time.
But we don't have any. He's about to break out of that chess set.
Anyone else in your position would feel conflicted too. Actually, I went through something similar myself recently. Something happened that changed my perspective on a situation. A situation I took for granted at the time, but now I feel very grateful for it.
You mean the Harbingers who still support you, even though you've left the Fatui?
Yes. I always thought they were only helping me because Harbingers are forced to work together. But then I abandoned them. A warrant was even put out for my arrest. And even now, they still support me. Which means I was wrong about them all along.
Clearly, they view you as a friend.
I feel a little guilty now. I regret not seeing her help for what it was, and not treasuring it. I see the guilt that you're feeling now, because I feel it too. Hopefully, talking about it will do us both some good. Have you noticed that the Traveler and Paimon are over there? I think they've been listening.
Huh.
We have?
Shall we say hello?
Sure. Hello. Ah! They caught us!
Sorry. Didn't mean to eavesdrop on y'all's heart-to-heart convo.
I
It's just
apologize for
Paimon
making you
urged
worry.
me to, you know.
No doubt you wish to
Listen
know
to
where
her
I
because she's a
stand
nosy
on the
little
plan
bitch.
to take down the Rerir of Solnari. I'm afraid I need a little time, but I will seriously consider joining you.
You will? Oh, thank you so much! Everyone will be so grateful to hear that!
They needn't be. This was something that I was going to have to face up to eventually.
That doesn't matter to them. They're grateful to you regardless. You can't control their gratitude, so just accept it. And then, have a think about whether you're willing to join us.
And why am I everywhere?
It's nearly showtime! Let's go rendezvous with the others. You know the place.
The way you say it's showtime, like it's some sort of positive event that's going on. Bitch, a catastrophe is about to befell in Nod-Krai. It's not so showtime, dumbass fucking Paimon. Hi, Flins.
Ah, you're earlier than I expected.
You're so hot,
Hey,
bro.
Flint's! Been waiting here long?
Not too long. I came a little early so I'd have some time to think.
Are you nervous about the battle?
Quite the opposite. I'm reminiscing on my past battles. When I was awakened by the Ratniki, I had not touched a weapon in many years. I felt like the battlefield was not where I belonged. But after waging war against the Wild Hunt for so long, I came to realize something. A life of absolute peace is simply not a possibility for me.
That's
My
sad.
restless flame indicates that somewhere inside of me, there is a deep yearning to root out the evil in this world.
Oh, that doesn't sound like such a bad thing.
Yeah.
Well, in the past, when I was a Fae whose primary concern was hibernation, it was hardly ideal. But
Oh.
it certainly serves me well here in the present. And I am delighted to be able to join forces with you in this endeavor.
Looks like I'm not the first to arrive.
Ah, Miss Lauma.
Did you sleep okay last night?
I struggled to settle down at first, because of the nerves. But don't worry. I got enough sleep in the end. I'll be just fine.
Thanks for everything.
Please, I'm just doing my part.
Never! Over here!
Oh? When you said like you had a struggle to settle down in the evening, does it have something to do with Nefer, perhaps? Perchance? Shut the fuck up,
Ino
bro.
asked me to relay a message. She said Anefa will be on high alert and keep a close watch over all secondary districts where defense is required, providing support as necessary. Meanwhile, Ino herself will provide range support to us directly, using her latest invention.
Excellent. My thanks to all involved.
Oh my god.
The chest set's looking a little unstable.
It won't hold him much longer. We should be prepared to engage in a
Oh my
moment
god.
like this.
Oh my god.
No sense sitting around waiting. Let's make the first move while we still have the option.
I agree. Paimon, find a safe hiding place.
Got it! Be careful, traveler!
Don't worry. I'm a very strong warrior, Paimon. You know that by now. Oh shit, we're about to pull up on
Everyone,
fucking
take your
Rerir right
positions
now.
As soon as the battle starts.
Oh my
Every ounce
god.
of strength we have in our bones, let us bring to this fight.
Ready?
Oh my god.
Let's go.
I've seen all your futile ploys before. You have become the authors of your own demise.
I wouldn't be so sure about that.
You are merely a
Oh, he just popped out of there with his
before I
own
tear
portal.
down the moon.
It's a loading screen? Why are we in a different dimension?
Stay on your toes.
Yep.
Oh my god. Why is Ino glowing like that?
Let me help you guys.
Moonlight. Great.
Water jet!
It all adds up. Can't hide the
Moonlight betrays you. Be silent. Observe.
So we're just fighting him? Oh my god! Ow! He is huge, by the way. Look at him.
It began with the moon, and so shall it end.
The moon will protect you.
All of them is him? Oh. What him? Where's the...
Do you see?
Take this.
From here, when will it be as you foretold? Welcome here.
Bombs away!
Close your eyes. Observe.
He has so much health.
Move.
Not to mention... Oh my, he is huge. Oh my god. Look at his... He is also hot as fuck. Damn.
Your little game of heroics is over.
No, it ain't. Come back here.
Who wants to go first? Moonlight betrays you.
Oh,
Get out of my sight!
oh my god.
No, we've been separated.
Take.
You okay?
Never. Where are the others?
Stuck outside the barrier. I guess he really doesn't want this.
Me? What the fuck did the traveler do? I get like you don't like Nefer because she tried to invade your privacy.
Be careful what you wish for.
Oh my god, not us literally squaring up to him. We're gonna die.
Silence.
But at least I know they're still there. I need to focus. Stick to the plan. Remember
We're not
the
dealing
most
enough
important
damage,
task.
baby.
Just keep stalling. If I can stall for long enough,
Okay.
the moment will come.
So we just need to hold out. Got it. These attacks are getting more relentless. Especially now that he's got a pole arm. That is a sick weapon though, not gonna lie. Please, someone help! Help! Oh no. Not again.
There's no other way.
Wait, no more Kuvaki. What? Oh, he broke through it easily. Ah. Oh my god.
The only way to defeat Rerir is to borrow his own power. That means Columbina will have to disappear while you two bear the brunt of his attacks. You have to hold on. Find a way to keep him focused on killing the two of you.
She's just taking a nap on the meeting. Oh no.
Never. Your eyes are bleeding.
Oh no.
Soon you will be powerless to resist. And then, I will reduce you to dust.
But that dust will plague your memories. Come on, keep holding on.
We're literally in the front lines
Let's
right
see
now.
them. As entertaining as they are, you've backed yourself into a corner.
Ooh, he's not a
You don't
sinner
fool
for no
me.
reason.
I see your fear clear as day. I have to stoke his rage. Make him unleash everything. You fear what you could never defeat. You fear the thought of never being able to save your beloved. You cannot win the fight against fate, Rerir.
Is that what you think? Well, now it's your turn to feel afraid.
Oh, she passed out, baby. Ooh, oh my god.
You fear the sound of your own name?
Is it us you hate? Or is it what you've become?
Wait, did Nefer go blind?
Let's see what becomes of you.
Shit. Who? Oh, that's alchemy.
What's happening? That power. I've seen it
It's
before.
alchemy. Damn. Oh, the device. They're
His
using
power is
it.
on another level. We'll need to use an alchemical array to convert his power into a usable form. Then quickly channel it into Columbina, rendering her powerful enough to compete with him.
I'll join you. I can help. If I release enough abyssal energy into a confined space, it'll create a potential difference, allowing us to extract a huge amount of elemental energy. Next, I'll synchronize with everyone's minds using pyro, then give you temporary access to their abilities and fields of view. But it won't last long. Can you see?
Well enough.
So, we have a student of Gold Rhine-Daughter in our midst.
How about that?
Holy shit, he's going in for the kill! Ooh, ooh. Oh, he's outside now? Oh! Oh my god!
You use my own power against me?
Just like how you stole Kuvaki.
Right.
Look familiar.
Damn! Immobilized his ass. What is that?
Don't you realize you don't have the power to hold that gate open?
I don't, but someone else does.
Goodbye, Rerir.
We won.
So we just banished him into another dimension. Oh my god, Nefer took the worst damage though. Her makeup is like coming
Nefer,
off.
How are your eyes?
They're fine. Apart from the blindness, of course.
It's not too late.
Let me handle it.
You can cure blindness. Oh, right, her special blood. And she just does
Miss
her
Nefer. It's not like you to lose your composure.
idle
That was the most
animation.
reckless thing I've ever seen you do.
Reckless how? The situation was critical. Our lives were at stake. We had to do something.
Even so. Okay. I guess you're right. Under the circumstances, it was a wise decision. You traded your eyes for an incredible victory.
We
In business
didn't
terms,
really
I
defeat
suppose
him
that's
though,
a
we
huge
just
return on
banished
investment.
him.
I'd be hard-pressed to argue otherwise.
Still, I don't like this outcome, and I don't want you to lose your sight for good. People suffer when they make sacrifices they shouldn't have to make, whether that means faith, strength, or in this case, your ability to even see. I had hoped you could win without sacrificing so much as a single hair on your head.
So did you heal it
Thank
or
you.
what?
Really.
All done. Don't try and open your eyes just yet. We'll see how you're doing in a couple of days. Until then, please follow your recovery plan to the letter. I'll send full details through Yehoda. For now, just get yourself home, relax, and rest. My dear friends, we have fought bravely and achieved a spectacular victory. A dark cloud has been lifted from the skies of Nod-Krai. All in this land will be grateful for what you have done.
The moon will remember this day. Thank you both.
Yehoda shows up and helps Nefer get home, and you of course have Paimon to escort you back. Back where? Bitch, we're homeless.
There's something I want to let you know.
What is it?
When Durin connected everyone's minds so I could access their powers, I also felt everything they felt. And since Nefer's eyes were injured, my eyes are hurting now too.
What?
Hold on. Let me try.
I only feel the pain. There's no actual damage. I just thought I should tell you.
Okay.
You're right. There's no damage. That's a relief. But I must say, I'm surprised to hear the Kutar share something like this with me. In the past, you never used to open up about yourself.
Things are a little different now from how they were. I'm learning to share how I truly feel with my friends.
Aww.
Friends. You have no idea how glad I am to hear that.
I wanted to see Varka fight though.
Yay! You're awake! How are you feeling? Any aches and pains? Did you sleep well?
I'm doing all right, Paimon. No need to worry about me.
Phew! Well, that's good. Paimon's been sitting on the edge of the bed worrying about you for ages. You slept a whole day and night. Poor Paimon had to eat all by her lonesome.
Glad to hear you didn't starve. How was the food?
Well, it wasn't the same without you there to share it.
There's still more. Literally behind you, there's literally a huge ass pile of baguettes.
Enjoy the food and settle down to sleep.
Well, I'm back to normal now.
Oh yeah, and Albedo swung by earlier. He said to tell you to head to the tavern when you woke up. Varker and the others are organizing a victory feast and they want to celebrate with you. He also dropped off some medical supplies, but you seem fit as a fiddle, so guess you won't be needing those.
I don't think that banishing him into that dimension where the moon shit is, like, Columbina mentioned that she can open a door gate, right? But like she can't really hold that because it consumes like so much of her power. So Dainsleif did it in her stead. But like I bet he's gonna break out of it, and then like the story of Nod-Krai, you know, extends, and that may be the time that we get to see Varka fight.
We're here!
Oh, Traveler and Paimon! Perfect timing! We were literally just saying how there's no way we're holding this victory feast without you any longer, and we would have postponed it till tomorrow.
How are you feeling today?
Much better. Thanks. Don't worry about me.
Relieved to hear it. If that changes, just let me know. Happy to check you over at any time.
Yep, we're here for you. Anything you need, just let us know.
Oh wait, where's Nefer?
How are her eyes doing?
Nefer's right over there. I'm sure she'd love to catch up with you.
What? Oh, she's sitting by her lonesome there in the corner. But I want to talk to Varka.
I thought of 1,000 ways to congratulate you, but now you're here, words are failing me.
The honorary knight stuns them speechless once again.
Well said. The honorary knight showed us all how it's done.
Yeah.
The other knights tell me that Mondstadt was the first stop on your journey. All of us are truly delighted to count you as our friend. I'd like to thank you for supporting the Knights of Favonius, and also for helping us save Nod-Krai.
Don't mention it.
Nonsense. Of course I'm gonna mention it. This is more than just business. It's a relationship. And there can be no relationship without showing gratitude where it's due.
It's so bittersweet. Right now, I'm bittersweet. Oh, she can open her eyes again.
Paimon, are you recovering well?
Much better thanks to a good rest. You seem to be looking well too.
Turns
Your
out that
eyes.
Enchanter has some real talent after all. My eyes were mostly recovered after just a couple days rest. I can actually open them again now.
That's
Yeah,
good.
but you gotta be careful. Lauma says not to strain your eyes while they're still healing.
Yes, thank you. I'm well aware.
Yehoda, could I borrow you for a moment? I could do with an extra pair of hands.
Oh, sure. Coming. Did you hear that? I gotta go help Lauma for a second. You guys chat among yourselves. I'll grab us some drinks on the way back. Paimon, you still like 'em sweet?
You bet. Make it extra sweet, because Paimon's earned it.
No, the fuck you didn't. You didn't do anything. What's on your mind?
The Rerir of Solnari. Kind of a snake, don't you think?
More like a wolf.
No, definitely a snake. A poisonous one who spewed his venomous hatred everywhere. Anyone who seeks revenge out of hatred for other people has become a snake. That's something my dad used to say.
I guess he didn't like seeing people go down the path of vengeance.
Perhaps. I'm sure it sounds like a very wise and open-hearted perspective to your ears. But me? I think hatred is a perfectly justifiable emotion.
True, because
what else
like,
is left when everything you depended on in life gets stripped away? Something's gotta fuel that drive to keep on living.
when I look at your life, I see a lot of things that you can depend on.
If you're worried about me, you can nip that in the bud. I'm not someone who gets stuck in the past. It's just... I suddenly feel like I was wrong to call my father a liar. He was just a fool. That's why the academia turned their back on him, and why the other tribes ganged up on him. Oh, father, How much better things could have been if you were a skilled liar.
He was
Look
an
at the
honest
Ibis
kind
King.
of person.
Thoth is a fiendishly cunning liar. And yet, strangely, he feels more like a father to me than my real dad ever was. He's never brought it up, but I'd bet he feels the same way.
Ibis?
Why else would he give
Thoth?
me the power to perceive the truth, while at the same time training me in the art of deception?
Wait, he actually even trained you? Sadly, I've never heard of the Ibis King's voice.
Well,
What's he actually like?
King Deshret banished him to Aru, which is essentially a prison, and posed 3 questions to him. He promised that he'd have his freedom if he could find the answers. His response was to take on a physical form and approach me, hoping that I could become his envoy and search for one of the answers on his behalf. Did he really think I'd fall for that? He's stuck there. He can't make me return what he gave to me.
Ooh, but it sounds like he was nice enough to you, though.
So that's enough for you to decide he's nice, is it? He's a prisoner, and he was scared. So he decided to perform some good deeds to win people's approval. He lives in fear because he's a deceiver. How is Rerir any different? You can't work as a spy your whole life and expect a happy ending. It's preposterous. Yet I can't say I don't understand it. Liars live in the darkness of their own making, but it's still human nature to want to go on living. They say that a liar's soul is the most worthless thing in the world. What do you think?
I agree with that.
Good. If you understand that, it means you're smart, and you see things objectively. If you ask me, the soul of a liar really is worth nothing, because all they care about is themselves. For example, when something good falls into my lap, I don't go sharing the news around. Stops other people trying to steal it from me.
They were listening? I have a feeling some people may have overheard that, but I'm sure you knew.
So be it. They have sharp ears. I can't keep anything from them.
Is that your way of saying you're warmed up to them now?
Wow, is that what it looks like?
What it looks like is you're starting to see us as your friends.
Well, you all know my past now. And I can't simply eliminate everyone who knows too much. So I guess I just have to put up with you. For the foreseeable future, at least. When you find yourself in a situation you can't control, the safest play is to keep calm and start monitoring everyone involved like a hawk. In the intelligence world, you need to have a sense of perspective and play your hand accordingly. If you understand what's at stake, please ensure my secret is safe with you. I trust you'll respect my wishes as a friend. But don't forget, I will also be watching you like a hawk.
Okay.
Very good.
Oh, wait! Now that the panic's over and we've all calmed down, Paimon suddenly remembered something.
What?
After all that build-up, our mystery ally never showed up even once.
Oh, Dainsleif? And that's how the fucking quest ends.
So, that
Oh.
close colleague who stayed behind with you? What's he been up to recently?
Don't know, don't care. I get more normal human interaction from hanging out with Bosco too than him. Although, now you mention it, he hasn't bothered me in a while. I wonder if...
If he's disappeared without a trace, it's the biggest gift he ever gave to the world. But I
Damn,
somehow
they don't
doubt
like
that's
him,
what's going
whoever
on.
he is.
He won't lie low forever. So we'd better stay on guard.
It's a fellow harbinger, right? Could it be the Regrator? Oh, Svarka is sitting with Durin and Obedo.
How have you been holding up? Any adverse reactions? If you start to take a turn for the worse, make sure you tell me right away.
You don't need to worry about me, Grandmaster. I'm fine. I mean, I barely did anything, so...
What? You're too humble, young man.
You played an indispensable role in the battle for Nod-Krai. We can't thank you enough for your support.
Yeah, who knew you had that
when
type of
people
power
praise
when you were
it's
just like
because you
a
deserve
toy from a
best
created
thing
world
is to
by
accept it
Alice
calmly
and the
and
other
with
Hexen
grace.
Circle members.
It's important to learn how to respond to words of admiration.
Let's do a quick demonstration. Albedo, that was an incredible feat of alchemy. The pressure was on, but you worked flawlessly at lightning speed to get the job done.
Thank you. I can't take all the credit, though. Durin played a big part in forming the alchemical array.
See? Did you catch that? A masterclass in how to take a compliment.
Okay, yeah. I did work pretty hard to help prepare for the battle. No point denying that.
Hey, you guys!
Seriously, great work, everyone. You all outdid yourselves.
Hey, look who's bounced back. Looking good, traveler.
Not as good as you, though. I
Seems like
mean,
you've recovered.
literally, you're mogging
You
with
won't
me
need to
with
take
your
any more
face card.
medication.
Can I get you a drink?
Huh? You know how to order at a bar now? You've sure learned a lot recently.
Handling a drinks order is ridiculously simple compared to alchemy. Don't worry, I'll blend into society yet.
Paimon believes it. You're clearly a fast learner, just like your brother. To be totally honest, though, Paimon didn't quite follow all the details when you first explained the plan to us.
Don't worry, that's completely understandable. Unless you're a student of alchemy, it's hard to grasp the principle and how the process works.
To put it in the simplest terms, we saw how our enemy stole the power of Kuvaki. And that gave us the idea of stealing his power to turn it against him. When facing an enemy you have no hope of defeating, it's best not to engage them in battle.
But then
So,
we
instead
did
of looking
engage
for a
him
way
in
to
battle.
overpower him, we decided to help Columbina get strong enough to at least stand up to him in a fight. For this to work, we had to analyze his
So
modes
even
of
with
attack,
the
confirm
returned
who his main
strength
target
as the
was,
third
and make
harbinger,
sure
I mean,
that he
duh,
wouldn't go
we're
beyond
up
the
against
range
a
of the
sinner here,
alchemical
but like,
array.
really?
For added security, we prepared a total of 4 arrays. But to mitigate the impact of the battle, we identified one location in particular as the ideal spot, which is where the confrontation took place. The alchemical array absorbed his abyssal power. Then Durin processed it to render it usable by Columbina. That power enabled her to do what would otherwise have been nigh on impossible.
What surprised me was that Dainsleif actually agreed to join us. Given his history with Rerir, he had every right to sit this one out. But we're extremely grateful for the decision he made.
Yeah, and I thought like he would feel bad for Rerir and have like attempt to have like a heart to heart with him, but he just said goodbye, Rerir. Like after all those years of like knowing him, that's all you had to say when you had to banish him from the other dimension. I don't know. Confronting a former friend in battle, that kind of been easy.
It must have been a painful choice to make. But I'm sure that making a decision was far better for him than staying in limbo.
Absolutely. He was torn between 2 paths, but in the end, he made his choice and stuck to it resolutely. He doesn't strike me as the sort of person who'd stay trapped in limbo for long. Anyway, however you cut it, everyone gave a stellar performance. And now, it's time to kick back and celebrate.
Again? We talked to Nefer again?
Ah, Lord Sangama Bay. How lovely to see you. I must thank you for the device you provided. It was an enormous help. Would I be right in thinking that it was developed by the Academia?
Why come and ask me when you clearly know already?
I mostly came to thank you.
That's more like it. A little gratitude goes a long way with Lord Sangama Bay. Play your cards right, and you might even stand a chance of becoming my long-term supplier.
The chance to work with such a kind and charitable investor as yourself would be a great honor for the Curatorium.
Huh? Charitable? Who said anything about charity? First time hearing about it.
Let's see. The first plot of land you purchased in Nod-Krai, your desert interests, and...
Stop! What do you think you're doing? Exposing my investment history!
No one gives a
It's nothing to
shit.
hide from. They're all perfectly legitimate investments. And some of the land you purchased was with the intent of building a sanctuary? Yes, I heard about that too.
How did you...
You're a curious case, Lord Sangamabe. You don't like people finding out about your good deeds, do you? But I'm afraid no matter how hard you try to keep things under wraps, where there's a will, there's a way.
Where there's a hole, there's a goal.
You did it for Sumero, didn't you?
It was empty land that was gonna go to waste otherwise. I figured if I built something there, it might at least get some use in an emergency. Disasters are capricious things. They strike without any warning. I've lost family to a disaster before, and I don't want to lose any friends or business partners if I can help it.
Oh.
That's the only reason you're here. Yes. I've thought a lot about it. And I've realized that you, me, and Arlecchino should be friends. I think this is very important. So I felt I had to come and tell you. Well, this is a new one. I'm so moved. I can't even hold my teacup. If that's all, you can leave now. Do you not want to be friends with me? Or is it that you prefer being co-workers? What is this, Columbina? Are you deliberately testing my patience threshold? Right now, my politeness module is active. But if you say another word, I swear I'll shut it down. If your politeness module was active, wouldn't you say the word please at some point? Polonia, please see Lady Columbina to the door. Will you still invite me to your next tea party? What? Yes, I think you will. Bye-bye, dear Sandrone.
Alright, I'm gonna leave it here for now, folks. Thank you for watching. And yeah, the fucking... I wonder what's next though. I bet we're going to like a new expansion in the map of Nod-Krai, but like yeah. I'm looking forward to see what happens next. And I wanna see Varka fight. Yeah, that's it. Bye.